Hey there, and welcome to the Get the Scoop with Smirk's product feature. Today, we're going to take a different approach for this segment. We're going to talk about the evolution of certified organic products over the years. But before we dive in, I want to give you some quick background information. Although it seems to those of us that have been in this business for a long time, like organic has been around forever, the USDA's National Organic Program, or NOP, was actually first rolled out in October 2002. When it comes to food, and in the most general terms, organic refers to products that have met specific regulatory standards, including prohibiting the use of synthetic fertilizers, sewage sludge, irradiation, and genetic engineering. It is worth noting that all organic foods are inherently non-GMO. However, not all non-GMO foods are organic. Today we're going to go on a journey exploring the organic product industry through the lens of our colleague and friend, Mr. Dean Soicher, an Executive Vice President here at Smirks. Dean's experience in the organic food industry spans nearly 3 decades. We'll get Dean's perspective starting in the mid-90s when he worked hard to pitch organic product to the large and mostly conventional supermarkets, and look at the growth of the organic category over the years, bringing us to where we are now. We'll also dive into Smirk's journey selling organic ingredients and talk about what's popular and trending today. Hey Dean, thanks for joining us today, man. I'm super excited for you to tell your story.
Thanks, Garrett. I'm really thrilled to be here.
I can tell. Now, we always joke with you that whenever somebody meets you for the first time, right off the cuff, they learn immediately that you're originally from New Jersey and that you're a vegan. Can you tell us a little bit more about your background and how you first got into the organic food industry?
Absolutely, Garrett. After graduating college in 1986, I became a vegetarian. I was greatly influenced by my friends and family. About 10 years ago, I became a vegan. I started working in the supermarket industry as a non-foods buyer. One day, I actually opened the newspaper, and there was a job offering for organics food buyer, which better suited my lifestyle and my passion for organic foods. This welcomed me into a new career in the innovative and interesting industry I am part of today. I'm sure we all know, Garrett, that it's best that you can work in an industry you're passionate about. Organic foods also runs in my family, as my brother was an organic farmer in Hawaii for about 20 years.
And I can't believe the path that led you here started with a chance opening him a newspaper. That's amazing. And it really shows that things are meant to be.
Certainly is.
Additionally, an organic farmer in Hawaii sounds like about the best job you could possibly have. I'm in. Need to be connected with your brother. So I understand one of your responsibilities while working for a distributor was getting organic food programs adopted into largely conventional supermarkets in the mid to late 90s. What was that like?
Well, in 1995, Garrett, I was working for a natural organic food distributor, and they decided to create a position to try to get organic foods placed in the supermarkets and other mass market channels. I was promoted into this position, and believe it or not, back in the mid-90s, about 95% of the mass market channels, they didn't want organic foods in their stores. They just didn't understand this new exploding category, and they could not figure out how to merchandise properly.
Well, it's amazing, given that short period of time, that we went from a 95% rejection rate to where we are today. You can find organic foods almost anywhere. Come a long way. Did you start to see a shift when retailers like Whole Foods started to grow and expand and offer more organic product choices?
Yeah, we certainly did, Garrett. And interesting enough, when Whole Foods and other supernaturals started proliferating the market and gaining popularity, probably between the mid-90s and early 2000s, most consumers went to Whole Foods and the other supernaturals for their organic purchases, and they bought the rest of their needs in the mass market channel. The mass market channel then saw that they were losing sales, and all of a sudden, they were interested in organic foods. Not only were they interested in organic foods, but a lot of consumers, as they came into stores, were asking questions that some of the managers in the stores could not possibly answer. So we also had an educational program that taught them about organic food industry and organic definitions so they could help their consumers purchase and make more better informed choices.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's a good thing you were around to provide that level of education. Otherwise, this whole industry might not have gotten to where it is today. Later in your career, you worked for a CPG company that offered organic products. What brought you from there to Smirks?
Thanks again, Garrett. This was my first introduction into the importing of products from around the world. We sourced finished goods that were not available organically in the United States. This was an interesting segue for me to join Smirks, as I now understood importing and was more knowledgeable in what was needed. This would include food safety and organic certifications and all the documents required to import organic industrial ingredients to North America.
Yeah, that's a complex process. A lot of moving parts and pieces there. Since you joined the Smirks team, and especially over the past couple of years, what kind of growth have you seen with organic ingredients?
Smirks has set itself apart, concentrating on certified organic ingredients. And we have the scale to be very price competitive with these items. We attend BioFoc. I've been there for the last 4 or 5 years, which is the largest organic food show in the world every year. The reason we go to that show is to keep up on trends, market information, and learn about new categories and products. In some cases, we can offer organic food for the same price or just a little more than some conventional ingredient offerings, depending on the country of origin.
That's pretty cool. You get to go all the way to Germany, support the organic industry, and learn about what's happening. Fantastic. What would you say some of the organic trends are that you're seeing these days?
Well, I think from day one, there's always been health and environmental concerns. I think a lot more consumers nowadays want to see more transparency and traceability in the food supply. A lot of consumers have also told me like working with small scale farmers in the organic industries. And the interesting part too is even though back in the mid 90s, early 2000s, most supermarkets didn't want anything to do with organic foods. Now all of a sudden, they're doing a lot of organic private label products. I just found that very interesting as well.
Well, thanks, Dean. Those are great insights. This is super helpful. It sure seems like the future of organic food ingredients is limitless. Smirks trades hundreds of organic ingredients across dozens of categories. It's impossible to narrow it down to a short and manageable list, but we're going to take a few minutes to focus on some of the key ingredients from Smirk's portfolio. Organic chia, huge item for us. We do a large volume and we can offer it sterilized at origin, sterilized stateside, or if a ready-to-eat product is needed for a customer's application, we can do that, or we can sell it to you raw. Check out episode number 7 of the Get the Scoop with Smirks podcast to learn a little bit more about chia. Organic sunflower is another item that's gigantic in Smirk's portfolio, happens to be the foundation of what Smirks was built on. Check out episode 1 to learn a little bit more about that. Started earlier in our history and we import large volumes of it. We are a go-to supplier for so many people for raw and ready-to-eat sunflower. We also buy and sell product of the USA. Organic pumpkin seeds, another big player for Smirks. Coming from origins such as China and Mexico, we offer in both ready-to-eat and raw. AA and single A grades are also core items for Smirks. Check out episode number 8 to learn a little bit more about pumpkin kernels.
Thanks, Garrett. I just wanted to add some other categories that Smirks is big in on the organic side. Organic coconut is definitely one, and you can check out podcast number 4 for that. More information on organic coconut. We do sell desiccated coconut, chips, medium, macaroon, smiles. Smirks is also very big in organic coconut cream, organic coconut milk, and organic coconut milk powder. We are industry leaders in organic coconut sugar, which can be offered as gluten-free and fair trade certified if needed. We've talked a lot about organic food products, but just to let everybody know, both organic VCO, organic RBD coconut oil, can be also used in personal care products, which are becoming more popular from the organic perspective. Other big items that Smirk sells on the organic side are grains and seeds, such as flax, sesame, quinoa, and amaranth. On the organic nut side, Smirks is a go-to supplier for walnuts, pecans, cashews, and various peanuts mix. And lastly, and to include some dried fruit as well, Smirk's customers look to us for organic mangoes, apples, pineapples, and golden berries.
Well, Dean, it's been a blast traveling down memory lane with you today. Absolutely incredible how much the organic market has changed, from those days when you had a 95% rejection rate from retailers to where we are today. Based on 2022 figures from Grandview Research, the organic food and beverage market in the United States was valued in the mid $90 billion range. Globally, the organic food and beverage market was valued at just over $208 billion, with a projected compound annual growth rate of 11.7% through 2030. Unbelievable numbers there. Can't thank you enough, Dean, for your valuable insights and for the experience you bring to Smirks. We all appreciate you and what you do and what you know and what you bring to the table, supporting all of us. We're sure you're excited to bring more organic bulk ingredients to market each year.
Garrett, I really enjoyed the time spending time talking about organic foods and my personal experience on the call today.
Thanks, buddy. Well, for our audience, if we didn't mention an organic item that you're wondering about, please don't hesitate to reach out. There's a very good chance we can help you, as our organic portfolio is broad reaching. I want to thank our listeners for tuning in and encourage you to contact us if you have any questions or need any assistance with organic or conventional ingredients. Smirks is here to help. You can contact us by email at whatsnew@smirks.com. Thank you. We'll see you next time.